Pawel, thank you for coming.
No problem. We still have some time, so my pleasure.
Yeah, it's our pleasure too. A great pleasure to welcome you here. We are at the very heart of the Hellfest festival in the artist dressing rooms. My first question will be about at the very beginning of music for you. Can you tell us how and when you started music, and did you always play bass?
Yes, actually my father was a bass player.
Yeah.
He was my first teacher. He brought me a first bass in my life when I was 15 years old. He showed me, a few licks, and I was completely hooked from that first moment. I think I practiced for like 20 hours a day until my fingers were bleeding, and I had, the blisters, and then I had to stop for a few days. And I was practicing a lot in the beginning, and I had some private teachers also. And I never went to music school, but I went to some music workshops. Yeah. And this is how I gained my first knowledge about music and playing bass. Unfortunately, I didn't spend enough time to learn how to play piano. Yeah. Because piano, covers lots of harmonies and it actually helps you to, compose. You still can compose on bass, and I learned how to play guitar, 6 strings. So I got this going for myself.
Yes. You joined Scorpions in 2003. Can you tell us how it happened and how you felt about that?
When I heard that Scorpions want to audition me, I was like, wait a second. It's close to have the dream become real, right? And so I went home. I learned like over 20 songs of the Scorpions, and so I was prepared for the audition. But when I went to the audition, we played only new songs, which were prepared for the Unbreakable album. Yeah. And the audition went very well, and they asked me to come later, a month later to record the album.
Yes. This is Scorpions' last tour. Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? It's
Who knows? What are your
year.
plans for your personal plans for the future?
Well, I'm working on my original project called Stillwater, which is Maciwoda in English, my last name, and right now it's a kind of acoustic project because it's a natural balance to all that rock and roll, guitars, electric guitars, noise, which I love. And by the way, my band will be electric as well. But we just took the acoustic approach, and I'm working on the CD, which will be released this September, August, maybe, and. In breaks between touring with Scorpions, I have a little time to play little shows with my band. Yeah. And obviously, I will focus on that in future. When the Scorpions are really over, I'm hoping that my band will take over.
So you play bass and you use Dean Markley strings. Could you explain to the guys why you choose this brand? For the details, what gauge do you use? What reference of strings?
Well, since I got the Dean Markley strings, even before I played with Scorpions, I was amazed about how long they keep the sound, the first sound.
This is very important.
Also reminds me the very metallic sound of the piano strings, right?
Yeah.
And I just love the strings. I never had to use another sets. I use the highest gauge because we are tuning half step and whole step down. So unfortunately, Dean Markley makes the biggest size strings, which allowed me to have a nice action on the guitar and lots of sustain, because my action is pretty high and the strings are fat. So I'm still getting that really nice full sound. I love it, and I will never change.
Yeah, why change when
exactly,
it's good, of course. And maybe to conclude, do you have any special memory from the last 10 years? Something special?
Something special. First of all, before I joined the Scorpions, my career was kind of dead, and I was praying. I was praying to God, to the space. Come on, give give it to me. So, then the phone call came. And so now, after, almost 8 years playing with Scorpions, when the Scorpions are almost finishing a career, I'm gonna start praying harder, for my band or for any, it's a very tough world out there, lots of competition. You have to stay in very good shape to perform, and stuff like that. So there's lots of work to do. So I will basically stay, sober, stay away from drugs and alcohol and work hard, because it never stops, and we tour 9 months a year, so there's no time even for private life, Even if I have those 3-4 months off with Scorpions, I work on my music, so there's never break.
Yeah. So just to conclude, a few words for the Hellfest community, French festival.
Hellfest?
And on this camera, if you want.
Okay. So my name is Pawel Maciwoda. I'm a bass player from the Scorpions and Stillwater. All the best to all fans of the Hellfest.
Thank you very much, Pawel.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time.